What's up, PP Nation? Today we are going to review Peacemaker Season 2. I personally really liked Season 1 of Peacemaker, so I was kind of excited going into this one, especially because this is the first show in James Gunn DC Universe, or his new one. I mean, I guess technically Season 1 is now canon to this one, but still, this is the first one after James Gunn has officially took over the helm. Because going in to see Superman, I was actually really nervous because I was worried James Gunn was just gonna James Gunnify everything, have all this out of place humor and make things too quirky, too silly. But I was happy with the end result of Superman. I have my gripes with it, but overall, I think he did a good job not putting too much of those things in that movie. But with Peacemaker, it's like he held off on Superman, and once Peacemaker started, he's like, fuck, he just blew his load all over this shit. Because I'll be honest, I love the Guardian movies. I thought those were spectacular and they felt fresh within the MCU. And I was excited to see his take on everything. And Superman, like I said, wasn't that bad. But I think I started to get tired of James Gunn and his style in Peacemaker Season 1. I thought like the humor was dragging on for too long. It was a little too much, too in your face, and the style of the humor was very repetitive. It felt like they were telling the same joke over and over again. I think it started to annoy me a little bit there. I think that's when I started to have a little bit of fatigue.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, when you get force-fed something for so long in the same style for so long, you tend to get tired of it. I'm in the same boat as you. A lot of these things, a lot of these jokes really don't even have a punchline, and I feel like he tries to be edgy, but he's not naturally edgy, so it just comes out as like weird, out of place. And I don't know, man, these two episodes really pissed me off. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't get into them. I don't know if season 1 is this bad or I'm just not remembering right.
No, but that's some real shit you just said there. Like, I feel like James Gunn tries to be edgy, but just comes off as like weird and like out of place. Cause like you said, this is why he got canceled in the first place. He tried saying some like edgy joke that just came out fucking weird that people took out of place. So like nowadays, like people just view it in a weird light. But now he's uncanceled and he's cool again. He's just trying to do this shit. But it's like everyone, since he's the head of DC now, everyone's too fucking scared to say anything. Like, dude, you can't fucking say that, dude.
You either want to criticize James Gunn or get fired.
No,
Are you gonna
right?
explain that to your wife?
No, right? Yeah, you want your family fed? Or do you want to tell something to James Gunn? Think about that, buddy. And Superman wasn't that bad because at least with Superman, I was trying to be more wholesome and not that crazy. I mean, he still couldn't help but put some weird shit in there with like Jimmy Olsen. But still, overall, it wasn't that bad. But in Peacemaker, it's like he just can't fucking help himself. And this shows that he's not a fucking comedy writer because the comedy in this fucking series is terrible. Like, James Gunn does not know how to end a fucking joke, right? Just when there's something kind of funny in here, he just keeps it going for way too long. And I can't help but feel like the whole joke is just filler, right? You're just wasting your time. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Just get on with the fucking thing. It's not like it's funny either, right? Like, when he tries to write comedy, you get some dog shit movie like Movie 43, right? He doesn't know like the rules of comedy or how to fucking, I don't know, write this shit. Like, it just comes off as like cringe, right? Like, there's some really awful jokes in here, like the bird blindness, and just keep talking about bird blindness, and it's like, okay, and then by the way, that joke takes 3 fucking scenes to pay off, by the way, just for one punchline. Admittedly, the punchline was pretty funny. Like, I got tagged by a duck. I did like that part because I really love the actor that said that joke, Tim Meadows. He's a really good comedic actor. Has really well delivery on that stuff. But you can tell he's just not given much to work with here.
All right, I'll give it to the audience. Comment on the comment section what's funnier, Pickle Rick or damn, I got attacked by a duck.
Nah, that's like Thanos versus Darkseid beatbox battle levels of epic. Yeah, I can't help but find myself kind of cringing at some of the jokes, but one thing I really cringe at is the fake camaraderie between all these people. Like, they try to show like how perfect the relationship is between his dad and brother from the alternate dimension, like the perfect happy family. But they don't feel like a fucking family at all. They feel like some actors like fucking saying lines about how the good old days were. Like, it comes off so fake and ingenuine. Same with the friendship, like with them on the rooftop party and dancing. They're just like kind of talking, like having these conversations. A lot of it felt so fake and forced. Like, none of it felt real.
I mean, yeah, that little kickback had like 5 people tops, and they already had a vigilante shirtless pouring beer on him. They act fucking weird, man. Like at least if they're gonna be vigilantes and like strange people, I don't know. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me.
That's the thing too. They're strange people, but they keep trying so hard to make them normal. Like Peacemaker, he keeps having this arc of just trying so hard to be normal and live a normal life, but I feel like it's kind of losing the identity of the Peacemaker character. I mean, I don't know. It's like he's trying to make him more hero than anti-hero, And I guess I get he's going for the arc, but I don't know. It kind of takes away the flavor, the sauce that I think the character had, especially in season one and from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, plus if you're gonna make a DCU, you're gonna have a lot of heroes in the future. Why can't you just have a good anti-hero? Man, keep villains, do villainous things, man. Even if they're anti-heroes like Deadpool, say whatever you want about those movies. Yeah, they're trying to make him a hero, whatever. But at least in those movies, you can still clearly see that this guy's fucking nuts.
I think part of what made season one of Peacemaker so great is that it came out, it was in Zack Snyder's DC universe. So it felt like a fresh, unique street level type of thing compared to the kind of dark, gritty, Justice League. It felt fresh within that universe. But now James Gunn seems like content on making everything so samey. It's like if everything's the same, nothing's gonna feel unique, and I'm already getting exhausted of it.
Exactly, and then if you keep like making everything the same, it loses that like you said, it loses that sauce, that special formula, and it all kind of starts seeming like Power Rangers and like a higher budget CW.
Which that's another thing too. I can't help but shake that quality of the series. Not necessarily that it like the acting or anything like that, but it's like the costumes and everything. It embraces the goofiness, but it doesn't try to take itself seriously. Where it does seem like fucking Power Rangers, right? Like it's goofy, it's comic, it looks cool and all, but it's like, all right, well, what is this? It's not like the other like classic Spider-Man Raimi, where they try to like translate the costume to make it look more cinematic for the screen. All this, like they just do not give a fuck here.
And say whatever you want about those older superhero movies, but at least you can say or clearly see that they try to make the suits and the costumes look a little bit more realistic, and not realistic in the sense that it's boring, right? But realistic in the sense that they try harder to make it more, I don't know, believable in that world. Like the X-Men suits, all black leather or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of dumb too, but at least they all look the same. They look clean, and maybe not go too far in either direction, right? I feel like the DCU is going too far into the goofy direction. I like kind of like what Marvel does, somewhere in the middle. But even then, Marvel goes really weird with the details. But enough of that tangent. I just wish they worked a little harder on the suits.
Yeah, definitely. They were more believable, or they had a reason for why they were wearing the suits, or there was some sort of details in there. It wasn't just like, oh, it's a comic book movie. They're gonna look silly as fuck, duh. All right, that's enough. We've just been talking shit, and we haven't even talked about the episode really. So let's get into that. So in the first episode, we see Peacemaker audition for the Justice Gang. And of course, it's kind of funny, right? He can hear what they're saying, talking shit behind his back. But then, as a common thing in these episodes is that the joke goes on for a little too long, and the Justice Gang just seems obnoxious. Like, I don't know, after a while, stop being funny. It just seems like, God, you guys are fucking dicks, man. No wonder Superman doesn't fucking join the gang, man. You guys fucking suck.
Yeah, the only one decent enough to not be there was Mr. Terrific. I mean, even in Superman, he was the only one who was willing to help. I mean, I'm glad he wasn't there, because Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl are total dicks. Even though Peacemaker maybe deserves it, but come on. And the joke just went on too long.
So we also see what the gang has been up to since the end of season one. We see that Adebayo, since she exposed her mom, Amanda Waller, she's been jobless and trying to start up her own PI company or investigation company, where the fuck she's doing. We got John over here working for Argus.
By the way, I think it's funny how they expect me to believe that this guy is a badass secret agent from Argus or whatever, and he can't even catch two beers like when they throw it at him, and they expect me to believe that he's over here fucking being all stealthy.
This guy's over here like stumbling, ruining the fucking garden, just trying to take a picture of Peacemaker in his portal. Adrian's just doing the same thing, being a psychopath. And Harcourt actually is struggling to find a job since the task force disbanded. Which, by the way, let's get into Harcourt for a second here. So far through the first two episodes, her entire arc is she just has emotional issues that she can't control. So she's snapping on everybody she sees. But I don't know, it's hard to get behind this character when all of her problems are caused by her. She goes to a bar just to kind of pick a fight because she knows she's going to get a fight if she goes there. Peacemaker even points it out to her. But she's doing all this like self-destructive shit, crashing on everybody, just being a dick to everybody, and we're just expected to like her or root for her. No, it's like she's trying so hard not to be the victim that it just comes off so annoying and like a fucking dick the whole time. It's hard to like her when she's like this. Like she's just a fucking dick.
You know what? I don't even understand like the storyline too well, right? Like I understand that she maybe feels weird that she's with Peacemaker and they kissed or whatever, and then she lost her job and maybe she has like a bunch of emotions. But I feel like the show doesn't really give me much to know what the fuck's going on with her. What is she feeling? Why is she doing all this? To me, it just gives me like a professional victim mentality that she's just doing everything the worst way that she can to self-destruct. And I don't know that if that's what James Gunn is going for, but I don't enjoy her character. That fight scene was kind of dope though. I don't know. I picture like James Gunn writing in his office and he's like cackling to himself. He's like, babe, come look at this. And then she comes running, or actually she walks like super slow, and then she looks at the screenplay, and she's like, "Yeah, babe, it's all right. I think you should add me more into the screenplay, though."
No, yeah, she was like, actually, can you make me put a scene for me at Walmart where I just snap on a fucking chick for thinking I'm in an abusive relationship instead of just explaining to her that I'm not? I mean, I will say the chick was a little pushy, but damn, like you don't have to fucking snap her like that. I know, like they'll emphasize that she's just crashing on everybody, but like I said, we don't really know a lot. All we're kind of seeing right now is just has fucking like mental problems that she's not fucking checking or getting help with. It's like, how the fuck is that anybody's problem? John Cena, Peacemaker tried fucking helping her, but then yeah, yeah, same person, Peacemaker, John Cena, yeah. He tried helping her and she just plays out like, I don't need a fucking savior. I don't need a savior. What? I'm just like, I'm not a no victim. Like, bro, like, what the fuck do you expect? You're just gonna crash out on everybody and just expect nothing to happen? Like, I don't know. It's really annoying. Yeah, I will say one positive is I really do like the fight scenes in this show. Like the fight scene with Hardcore in the bar was actually really brutal and it was really entertaining, I will say. And although the Eagly scene was pretty fun, it was a little silly. Like, all right, what the fuck's going on here? When Peacemaker's fired himself, that was really cool and entertaining, especially seeing Peacemaker like actually be fucking good with his tech and stuff in the jetpack. It was cool. I will say it is silly how he died though. Just a random fucking spike in the ceiling and out of like this whole fucking room. Like, I don't know, that did seem really coincidental and it's kind of weird. And that was an interesting hook for the show. But in episode 2, you rarely see any progression of that storyline. You see him dispose of the body, but that's about it. Not until the end of the episode did you kind of get a progression with that. A lot of this episode felt kind of like filler. Just them sitting around talking or just saying pointless jokes like half the time. I don't know. It's like episode 2 and we still kind of haven't gotten really into like the meat of the story yet. Like, I mean, how many episodes are there? Like 8 in this? Like, come on. We gotta pick this up a little bit. Feels like filler.
Yeah, not to mention James Gunn's needle drops all over the fucking place.
No, straight up. That's one thing that's kind of annoys me about James Gunn is that he's always fucking dropping like licensed music any chance he fucking gets. Bro saw a Tarantino movie once and hasn't looked back since. And I feel like half this budget is just music for those licensed soundtracks. Maybe you put a little more budget into the costume department, maybe it wouldn't look so goofy, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some asshole on the internet. I know we've just been talking shit this whole time, but I'm pretty disappointed by the first 2 episodes, if I'm being honest. I really hope it picks up in these next few episodes and it stops getting on my nerves so much. You know, I mean, we will cover the entire series, so stay tuned for that, and we'll probably review season 1 after this too. Maybe we'll see if season 1 actually was good, or if we're just blinded or something. So I'm gonna give episode 1 of season 2 of Peacemaker. I'll give that one a 6, but I'll give episode 2 a 4. We'll keep track and we'll see at the end the average score of this series. But yeah, so far, not enjoying it as much as I wanted to.
Nah, for me, the first episode, I'd have to give it a 4, and the second episode, since it felt like filler, I'd have to give it a 2 or a 3.
All right, well, we'll see if it picks up. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Bye.